Good morning. The Loudoun County Sheriff's Office has said repeatedly that they don't cooperate with Immigrations and Customs Enforcement other than their agreement to hold people for ICE to pick up at the county jail, and that deputies in the field can't check immigration status. But some recordings of Sheriff's Office dispatch tell a different story. For Wednesday, October 8th, it's your Loudoun Now Morning Minute. Thanks for being with us. I'm Renz Green. Reporter Patrick Lewis has today's story.
Loudoun Now has discovered at least 4 instances when Loudoun County Sheriff's Office patrol deputies interacted with people on the street who had warrants from ICE. In at least a couple of those cases, dispatchers ran those people's names and told deputies about their ICE warrants. Take a listen to this dispatch audio obtained by Loudoun Now of patrol deputies getting information from dispatchers about someone with an ICE warrant and being told that there's a phone number they could call to let ICE know about it.
Is not found, Virginia. We are showing a immigration violation ready to appear for removal. I've added the support center phone number for you to follow up on. All right, thank you. 1619.
Spokespeople for the Sheriff's Office have told Loudoun Now that LCSO doesn't participate in ICE raids and doesn't arrest people for immigration warrants. Loudoun Now obtained a document via the Freedom of Information Act that shows LCSO told ICE about somebody they had pulled over who had a warrant. They were released with a warning for their traffic violation, but the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office did let ICE know about their presence in the county.
Up to now, the Sheriff's Office has denied that it cooperates with ICE other than at the jail. The Sheriff's Office has faced controversy for the past few months because of its agreement with Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. Under that agreement, it will hold people beyond when they would normally be released from the jail so that ICE can pick them up. But despite that agreement, the Sheriff's Office has consistently maintained that deputies do not conduct field immigration enforcement. They've also said that sheriff's deputies in the field do not have access to immigration information. In May, Sheriff's Office Lieutenant Colonel Bob Mosier told the Board of Supervisors that deputies would only find out about a person's immigration status once they'd been booked into the county jail, and Homeland Security contacted the Sheriff's Office. These dispatch recordings show that in at least one case, the Sheriff's Office contacted ICE about a person they'd detained. Sheriff's Office spokesman Tom Julia said ICE has been adding its detainer orders to law enforcement databases. There's plenty more on this one, so go to loudounnow.com/Morning Minute to check out the whole story. In other news, the Goose Creek Association and George Mason University's Potomac Environmental Research and Education Center counted fish in Goose Creek, and they found some good news. The fish count found more than 700 fish and more than 20 species in a 100-meter stretch of Goose Creek. Goose Creek Association Executive Director Allison Boracek said that's a remarkable indicator of a thriving local ecosystem. Goose Creek is a designated state scenic river and a source of drinking water for Loudoun and northern Fauquier counties. The fish count was part of a pilot program funded by Loudoun County to try out some new methods for monitoring stream health in the Goose Creek and Broad Run watersheds. This particular method was electrofishing, or zapping the fish to temporarily stun them so you can count them without doing them permanent harm. 2 Loudoun County business owners have resolved their charges for wire fraud and money laundering with a plea deal and by forfeiting $7.6 million. Edward Walsh Vaughn and Hadi Akkad will also each serve 3 years of probation for wire fraud. That also means that the federal government will not seize their properties in Loudoun, as prosecutors at one point sought to do. Vaughn owns Flying Ace Farm, Distillery and Brewery near Leavittsville, and Akkad owns Drumavala Farms Winery and Event Center near Luckett's. Prosecutors had also sought forfeiture of other properties in Loudoun, D.C., and California, along with luxury vehicles and jewelry. The charges stem from their involvement as executives with Electronic Transactions Systems Corporation, an Ashburn-based credit card processing company. Investigators say they collected undisclosed markups on nearly 87 million credit card transactions to about 7,000 clients. Prosecutors alleged the transactions helped to inflate the value of the company, and when ETS was sold in 2018, Vaughn received $107 million and Akkad received $33 million. Vaughn agreed to forfeit about $5.7 million, and Akkad agreed to forfeit about $1.9 million. Both also had to pay a $100,000 fine. And the school board is looking into changing how it handles requests from students to transfer to a different school from the one they were assigned. One change they're considering, only accepting those requests from February through April. Right now, you can put in a request anytime. They're also considering adding a policy that if a student fails to meet expectations at their new school, they might get sent back to their original one. You can see the full breakdown on the new policy proposal in the story on our website, so get the full story on this and all these stories over at loudounnow.com. On today's Get Out Loudon calendar, PA Line will be playing Americana folk music at Lost Rhino Brewing Company today, starting at 4 p.m. Check out the rest of the events calendar at getoutloudon.com. And if you like the Morning Minute, tell all the fish about it next time you go fish zapping, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and it'll be waiting for you there every morning. Okay. Have a great day.